Hello, hello! Catberry here, your favorite artist who has no idea what she's doing. Today I'm going to talk about my experiences with animating, things that I did that you should not do, along with tips and tricks that I've learned. First, I'm going to start with when and how I started animating. I started about 4 or 5-ish years ago roughly on a pixel art app called Divoom, and I mostly animated blinking eyes. I knew nothing about animation and wanted to try and do it myself, but I underestimated the amount of time and knowledge it requires and gave up trying to animate anything else after a couple of sad attempts. After a good year or two, I saw a few random pilot episodes for shows and videos of other artists showing their animation process and struggles, and I went down a deep rabbit hole of watching a million different how to animate videos. You can find playlists I put together of all the videos I watched. I spent hours upon hours just watching all these, and almost all the ones to teach beginners say you should start with moving circles, other easy shapes, and working on squash and stretch. What did I do? I went straight for a front-facing walk cycle, and I struggled. Even with a chart of each frame for a walk cycle, it took me so long to sketch out the cycle because I had no idea what I was doing. I finished it eventually though, and I was proud of what I created. From there, it opened up a movable doorway of opportunities and a willingness to actually take the time to really learn the process and appreciate the time and effort that goes into any animation. Even as an artist for years, I couldn't pick up animation in an instant because it really isn't just drawing. Still images don't create an animation. Movement does, and that's the hard part, trying to capture the movement in drawings. When it comes to animation, the main thing that really stuck with me are timing, keyframes, smear frames, stretch, and squash. I use them in my animations, and learning how to use them has definitely helped me quite a lot. Since I'm not doing a tutorial video, I'll give basic rundown for those who don't know what any of these words mean. That being said, I'll link a playlist I put together of other people who do a good job explaining in depth. Timing. Timing has multiple words in my book. I kinda just clumped them all together to make it easier for me to remember. Easing is when you ease movement out by adding frames closer together in the beginning of an animation. In the words of another animator, a car doesn't go from 0 to 100 instantly, it eases out. Overshoot is when you add a frame or two before it goes back to the final settled frame to make it more natural. Keyframes. Keyframes is when you have a beginning and end frame, plus the main key in between frames. From there, you flesh out the rest of the animation frames to follow the main ones to smooth it out. Smear frames. Smear frames are easier and sometimes smoother way to show movement. By taking a beginning and end frame from a movement and mashing them together in the middle, you create a Frankenstein frame that works surprisingly well to showcase movement. Squash and stretch. By squishing and stretching an object, it gives it more bounce and life, like a water balloon. Animation is hard, and it definitely takes a lot of time. If you're a beginning animator, make sure you don't do what I did by rushing straight in, but instead take the time to learn step by step. Learn how movement and gravity works, use a lot of references if you need to, and take the time to learn the fundamentals and backbones of animation. But most importantly, have fun with it. It's okay if it looks horrible because everyone fails during progress. Just keep trying and keep learning.